Hello, everyone, and welcome to the commentary zone. Apologies for being late. There for us. On the docket today, we have a majority TLC day. We have a 2,000-pound day. First up, 1,000-Pound Sisters, Season 4, Episode 1, The Sweet and Sour Life. Tammy and the Slayton crew is back again with more humorous adventures for us to roll along with.
This was a good episode. It was just enough. I was not mad at this. And sometimes either the first episode gives you too little or too much. This gave me just enough. Just enough. What did you think?
If you say so. If you say so. But I had my opinions. I shared them on IQ this morning. I love talking with her. This is my second time I went up in a live chat with her. And
Nice.
I think I was the only one who was saying that I can feel the producer's hand in some of the storylines here. And
Okay.
honestly, I do not feel that Tammy has turned a leaf. I feel that she
No.
has done this to get another season. And I'm pretty much fed up with the entire family because all of them have had weight loss surgery with the exception of Tammy. And I'm giving grace to Chris because he just got his. But all of them have had weight loss surgery. All of them have not changed their lifestyle or their dietary plans. All of them eat like crap. All of them make excuses. I'm pretty much fed up with all of them. They've been given great opportunities to do better, and they're
Hmm.
not. And I truly feel like everyone thinks like Tammy's kind of like a bully, but she learned that from Amanda. Amanda's the biggest bully in this family. It's just that she's more likable. Yeah. And honestly, Tammy hooking up with this guy in rehab, bless you, and getting married, that's so that she doesn't have to go back on YouTube begging for money. She's just trying to get another season. I like blinders are off, and I do not care. I just it's these are
Okay.
people's health, and I just feel
Right.
like they're squandering every opportunity. I'm
So
done.
so here's the thing. I'm going to like I said, I'm going off the episode based on what they gave us.
Mm-hmm.
It was just enough. It was too much. But here is I'm going to agree with you with overproducing. There are certain scenes. The scenes I have the most issue with
Mm-hmm.
were Tammy's scenes in the hospital. It took me back to Cody and Robin when they were in the hospital. That production mirrored Cody and Robin's production, and it annoyed me. Like it was very over dramatic. I'm like, really? I was the first memory I have is like hearing voices and the cute nurses. I'm like, okay. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
huh? And like I'm like, that, come on out. I, tell me, like, if you tell me I'm wrong in what I'm seeing in those scenes, I'll take it. But it just really felt like y'all just stole this from Sister Wives.
Yeah, no,
It,
I agree with you. I felt the producer's hand on almost everything. And what infuriates me is they want Manda wants okay. So where I felt the production hand was the flowers with Chris.
yeah.
The confrontation with Amanda, Chris, and Tammy in the hospital, that was a big dud. Um, the scenes between the nurse and Tammy, what's the nurse name? Michelle? Um,
I think it's Michelle.
Something like that. And then the scene where the rest of the family got together and went to that amusement park slash dinner thing. And they're like Amanda's coming down on Amy for not going to see Tammy. Well, they have a toxic relationship. They
Hmm.
enable each other, right? So shouldn't she try to separate and try to fix herself. But no, instead, she does a run with Michael to the gas station to pick up string cheese and big bags of chips. You are pregnant. Shouldn't you be eating healthy? I just don't get it. And then going to the hairdresser to get her hair done. I'll pick any color and whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And then, like at the, oh yeah, what I was saying about the dinner. Amanda wants Amy to go and visit Tammy to get her back on, the caretaker role of
Mhm.
Amy. But that didn't work out well before because she blew up
Mm-mm.
to 1,000 pounds. What makes you think that that's going to do it now? Oh, you don't really care about Tammy's weight. You just don't want to be her caretaker.
Exactly.
None of y'all want to be her caretaker.
Exactly. I was just going there. I'm like, Amanda, you're only pushing this because you don't want to be stuck with Tammy. And you said this last season. Let's not forget that because
Mm-hmm.
remember they were all sitting around. Whose place were they at? Oh, they
Wasn't
were
it
at. Was it Gage? Was
Amy's
it
new
Gage's?
place?
Was it Gage's party? But either way, they were there and they
Uh-huh.
feel like we don't want to be stuck with like we can't do it because it was when Amy moved. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
Amy told them, "Oh, we're moving," and they were like, so how's that gonna work if you're 20 to 30 minutes away? Who's gonna
Mm-hmm.
take care of Tammy?" And Amy's like, well, she just gonna have to figure it out. I
Mm-hmm.
remember that scene because
Yeah.
it was a huge deal. They're like, so you gonna be driving? I think it was Amanda who asked, like, oh, so you're gonna drive, 30 minutes each way?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, no. I was
Yep.
like, wow.
And here's another reason why I say Amanda's a bully. At the dinner, the family dinner at the amusement park, right? Chris is sitting down there and going, "Okay, so I know that what we're eating is not healthy. So why are you still
Mhm.
eating it?" He can't, and he just joins in because are you scared that if you decide to actually get a salad with a vinaigrette dressing, that they would like come down on you or make fun of you and you can't take a few girls laughing at you? Like, I don't get it. That to me tells me he's scared of what, because Amanda was started. Them other two girls, Misty and whoever her name is, they're not going to say anything to him. Amy's not going to say anything to him. It's going to be Amanda. And then that gives leeway to the rest of the women to come down on him. Stop
Mhm.
it. Stop it. I don't get it. And she's like the conversation with the doctor that she had where she told him the new weight and he was the most honest. He said, "Okay, so that was like a lot of water from when you was
Right?
in a
He just
coma."
went in. He just bursted her whole bubble. It was like, so
Mhm.
yeah, that's probably just so we're clear. That's pretty much probably all water weight and blah blah blah. I was just like, wow. I'm like, I like you. Tell her the truth. Don't give her delusions. And he went on to explain that
Mhm.
her weight gain was medically induced, which was
Mhm.
or her weight loss was medically induced to get
Mhm.
rid of the water. So that's what I think that's what he meant.
Yeah.
Her weight loss was medically induced to get rid of all that water. And he's like, let's not play pretend here. He's like, we need to make sure moving forward that she's losing weight on her own and it's actual body fat. I was like, you just destroyed her whole little
Yep,
fantasy
because
right
she
there.
came on there. So I lost all this weight. And then at the end, she's like, getting down to 550 is nothing. My eyes opened. I was like, getting down to 550 pounds.
Mhm.
Like, I
Mhm.
chide myself every day for the fat ass that I am. But then I sat there and I said, okay, I'm not going to be that hard on myself. I'm not going to be an Amy and indulge because
Right.
I'm not 550. But I was just like, wow, this is serious to get down to 550 so you can get surgery. Sit in that for a little bit. That's
Right.
scary.
Down to.
Down to.
And
Like
then
my heart stuttered when I heard that.
I was just like, wow. And with her, and you've always said this about Tammy, that she's extremely lazy.
All of them.
Ma'am, ma'am, you done cheated death like 4 or 5 times. And this part is true because I remember reading this in the blog.
Mm-hmm.
Now, speaking of the blogs and the articles, I'm going to need TLC to quit having these people lie because the nurse said like, "Oh my God, like we love taking care of Tammy." Sorry, I call BS on that. Here's why. I believe there was a couple of articles last year in the blogs and some articles that said like Tammy was acting a whole fool at rehab.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm like, hold up. Y'all enjoy taking care of Tammy when she was. I remember the articles when they came out. She was acting a whole fool. Because remember, this is last year, and they were reporting this. They were actually reporting this real time. So when I was like, she's in rehab, that's right. This is last year. So I had to think back in the memory bank and be like, oh, she acted a whole fool in rehab, a
Mm-hmm.
whole fool. And if they don't show where she gets mad, acts a fool, and I believe she left the rehab and wound up going back. So I'm not sure if this is the second stint or the first stint. So I'm going to be watching out for that. Talk about we enjoy
I
taking care of her.
they probably enjoy taking care of her when they can pull that cap off of her ventilator and stop her from talking, or maybe they enjoyed when she was in the coma and she couldn't respond. Though I can't see them enjoying that because they had to like roll her over to do sponge baths. I don't know. Or wait,
Amy,
no, in the coma she was in the hospital. So then they enjoyed that period when she was in the hospital.
mm-hmm. And I'm looking at Amy real sideways right now, and here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Amy is hit or miss with her routine. Let's be honest with that. She's hit or miss. To me, she was already off track anyway, and she said she wanted
Yeah,
to get back on track, right?
but then she
Now,
deferred it. Then she deferred it. She said
right?
after
But
the
now,
baby.
that's where I was going. Now she's
Mm-hmm.
gonna use this baby as an excuse to go clean off her eating.
Yeah,
Like,
and to defer getting back on track on her regime
yeah,
because and that's just telling me when she
it's
said
the
that in
baby's
the
fault.
car.
It's the
No,
baby's fault.
I'm
No,
never
that's what she's
gonna do
saying.
it. I'm never gonna do it. It's always gonna be something that I'm going to put off for.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everybody in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Sunway. Hi, Michelle. Let's see. Hi, Yanni. Hi, Black Lavender. Welcome, 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 y'all. We appreciate y'all joining in
It's the
today.
baby's fault, though. That's what she's saying. It's the baby's fault. I'm not saying to my regime. I'm pregnant. Oh, here we go. I'm like, so we already know what this.
Uh-huh.
We know what this is gonna be. We know what this season's gonna be. So I'm gonna call it now. It's gonna be Tammy acting a whole full rehab, and they better show all the footage, or I'm gonna be mad. Because that's gonna be the most interesting part of this season. Amy, congratulations on baby number two. A baby's always a blessing in my opinion, but we don't care about your pregnancy because you're gonna be pregnant the whole season. You're gonna balloon up to like 600 pounds, and then you're gonna be crying because you ballooned up to 600 pounds. That's no fault. That's gonna be no fault but your own. Chris is gonna try to play, food police. That's not gonna work. And if he doesn't stay focused on himself and not trying to get everyone else on track, he's gonna mess himself up. I
Mm-hmm.
really can see that. He's gonna mess him. It's gonna mess himself up because when you focus on other people, you stop focusing on yourself, and you
Yep.
you get stuck in. And you brought up a great point. He talked about how they were eating, but then joined in. That's a
Mm-hmm.
red flag.
Yep.
That's a
Yep.
red flag.
Yep. I was so disappointed in his choices. So disappointed. Like just because they're eating half a cow doesn't mean you have to join in and eat the other half. I'm sure there was a salad on that menu. And you could have gotten a chicken
Mm-hmm.
breast, a barbecue chick, not a barbecue, a
You,
grilled chicken breast.
right. And then you take Amanda. We know Amanda. You only screaming at everyone else the whole season. We know what you do. I ain't mad at you because you can be somewhat entertaining, and like you said, she's somewhat likable. Misty,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't probably gonna say but 3 words the whole season, but get a check. I'm not mad at you for that. Who else is in the other system? We don't even remember your name, so you just there.
For real. For
You just
real. They
assistant.
just show up for meals at this
Yeah.
point.
I
I'm
mean,
just
what
like,
is?
what? And I'm gonna need them to stop insulting each other, because like what Chris said
Always.
about Amy, she blind in one eye and can't see out of the other, always calling each other the B word. Like, how is that supportive? I don't know what their mom did to them, but most people, if they're in a bad relationship with parents and
Mm-hmm.
they feel that the way how they were raised wasn't right,
Mm-hmm.
they try to do better for their own kids and not repeat that same cycle. But
Right.
these children are like, they attack each other, and I'm sure that it's being passed down to the next generation. Like, why don't you want to do better for your own kids? And that
Right.
goes eating, lifestyle. um they've got this great opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
All of them have had weight loss surgery, all except Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
Has she had weight loss
I
surgery?
don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think she has because I don't think she ever met the weight requirement.
Okay. So all of them. And like I said, I'm giving grace to Chris because he's only six on the show, 6 months after surgery, right? So
Right.
give him like 18 months and he'll be another fat fuck again. I don't care. I don't care. This show is just, I'm so glad I haven't watched it from way back when, because I
Right.
think I would not be watching it now. This is just my second
And,
season and I'm pissed.
and the problem with this show, the issue I'm having is the length of time between
Mhm.
filming and show because like I remember all the stories about the rehab. I still keep going back to that. And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna preface this for this season right now. I will, even though I like to focus on what we see now, I am gonna go back to what I've already seen offline of the show because I have to be fair and give a have a full picture. And the fact, like I said, the fact that that woman talking about Tammy was a pleasure, y'all lying. So you're gonna start off with
Mhm.
episode one with lies, like complete lies. I'm like, y'all know y'all was because y'all was ready for her to leave because she was acting a plum fool up in there in y'all facility. Shut up.
Mhm.
And then we know the patterns of behavior of this family.
Mhm.
We know the patterns of behavior. Last season was pretty good because we're new to them. I mean, I remember them on 600 Pound Life. I remember them from there, not from their own show.
Mhm.
But this season, when you remember last season and you see what they're still doing the same thing, like you said, they attack each other. It's very interesting that Amanda, I'm gonna pick on Amanda on this one, and here's why.
Mhm. Mhm.
She's the one who wants to tell everyone else what they should be doing and how to do it. But number one, she does not do it. And then
Mhm.
number two, she's the first one to attack somebody about their look.
Yes. That's why I said we think Tammy is a bully, but she learned that from Amanda. Amanda is a whole linebacker when she's ready
But
with her verbal assaults.
and I think she learned it from her mother.
Uh-huh.
Because I think the
Uh-huh.
mom. Because remember, oh
Mhm.
shoot, remember when the mom went over to Tammy's or Amy's house and they lived next door to each other, and how her mom said something like, "Oh, I never thought you would get this far," or
Somebody
something.
brought that up on IQ. I don't
It was
like, I
the
think that was before I started watching it, but the mother said, um someone said that the mother had told them when they started trying to lose weight. I
they
think
would
this is when they
fail.
were on six, yeah, that
They
they would
they
fail.
would
Yeah.
fail.
You ain't
No,
gonna
they
do
would
it.
fail.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Mhm.
God. Deborah, we're glad you're here today for the live. We'll take you whenever you can see us, okay?
It's just
I
a.
was just this whole, like, I just wish, instead of manufacturing these stories so that, Amy and Tammy don't have to continue begging for money on social media,
and
I
doing these like
wish that they would
like,
show in-depth psychotherapy with these people, all of them, and someone working with them regarding their lifestyle choices, their dietary choices. I want to see them actually live and flourish and be a family and not like
mhm.
snipers towards one another.
Tammy and Amy, please stop these failed meet and greets. They're not working for you. They're not working for you because the last one I saw, y'all had two long, like either one or two tables put. I think it was maybe one table put together, no tablecloth, and a handwritten sign. I'm going to need y'all to stop.
Oh my God. I don't think they give Gage vegetables on his dinner plate. I wouldn't doubt that. Look at the
Mm-mm,
mess that she was making in the kitchen, Amy. I don't even know what that was.
mm-mm.
It was just like I first of all, she's not the cleanest individual. Second of all, I don't think I would eat from any of these people. I don't care what anyone says about me. Jamal, call me bougie, call me whatever. I don't care. I would not eat from any of these people. Period. Oh my God.
Now I do have a question for you. What do you think? How can I put this? Do you think Amanda is part of one of their major issues?
Probably.
Outside of Amy and Tammy have a toxic codependency on each other.
Hmm.
Seeing Amanda on screen, I I kind of thought she would be the voice of reason since she's gone through this, but she is not a motivator, and I keep wondering in my head like, does Amanda's dig, does it do it, Tammy and Amy take them to heart, or do they brush them off? Because I really feel like, especially Amy, really look up to Amanda, and I kind of think when Amanda cuts them down, they feel like, okay, what's the point?
Amy takes it to heart because she's the
Okay,
baby.
okay,
Tammy fights back and she takes lessons learned. Like she sees how Amanda bullies people and gets her way and she's
mm,
trying to emulate that. So it's
gotcha.
a different like Tammy takes it and tries to use it on others.
Mm,
What's done to her by Amanda, she then tries to do it to other people. But Amy takes it to heart cuz she's the baby. And I think she has the most emotional scars from
okay,
everybody cuz she's the last.
okay, I can
And
go with that.
Ryan asked, was the deceased grandmother the only one that showed the kids love? Unfortunately, it was with food.
I think
Probably. I
so.
didn't watch that far back though.
I believe it.
Um,
I believe on My 600 Pound Life, they talked about it how basically their grandmother was the only one who showed them love, and it was with food, and
mhm.
that's why they became overweight.
Oh, okay. So Michelle says that they're passing the bad eating habits on to Gage. Yep. Yep. It's sad. Um, no freaking way. Eat out of their kitchens. Yeah. Uh-uh. They're very nice on TV, but don't ask me to the barbecue. Thanks.
Debbie coming with her own cutlery and paper plate and cup.
I'm not even gonna drink nothing from y'all. I'm just coming with my own little no, I'll eat beforehand and I'll bring my own drinks.
You are such a mess.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Like I'll say this one last thing about Amanda. Amanda is the most dangerous type of manipulator there is
Mm-hmm.
because at first glance Amanda comes off as appealing,
Yeah,
concerned,
likable.
caring, likable, and trying to do the right thing. But as you continue to watch her, you hear the divisiveness in what she's saying.
Right.
And you see the impact on who she's saying it to. And then you see the like the contradictions in what she says and then her actions. And you just know that she's full of BS.
Yeah.
Mhm. And she's the biggest disappointment to me on this show because she suckered me in. I liked her. I really did. But I'm tired. I am tired of this. And I just saw too much production manipulation in it. Um, I want to know what is going on at that rehab that they're getting boyfriends and married in the parking lot. Like, what are y'all doing at rehab? And I'm talking to you, the administration, and the nursing staff. What are y'all letting the patients do in rehab if they're not losing weight? Because I shouldn't see people there hooking up.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Here's what I want to see. They better make a big deal of them hooking up in rehab, and here is why. When people hook up in like drug rehab, alcohol rehab, there's clear rules. You can't do that. It's not right. It's not healthy. It's not this and this and that. I'm going to need food addiction or whatever to be treated the same way because you
And
should not be hooking up with
yep,
people
it's true.
in any kind of rehab because
It's true.
it could lead to a relapse. So I'm confused. Tammy, like, how did you think this was a good idea, or how did anyone think it was a good idea for her to be hooking somebody up in rehab?
Tammy said it herself. Tammy is chasing what Amy got. Tammy wants a broke ass bum to marry her and fall in love, have a fairy tale, and live her life with him. That's what she wants. But basically, she's also looking for a replacement for Amy
Right.
because Amy was her go-to girl who enabled her
Yeah.
before. Now you getting another addict to come in, a food addict to come in and enable you. Both of y'all are going to be like 3,000 pounds 2 3 seasons down the line. So I don't see how this is going to work, but
Mm-mm.
okay. Tell me
Mm-mm.
when the wedding is and I'll show up with my hat and I'll throw some rice.
Oh, not the line. You have to throw cauliflower. They're trying to improve their eating, so throw cauliflower, please.
I'm not wasting cauliflower on them.
Oh, shut up.
I mean, the show, like I don't understand how I watched this episode and I was pissed. I was
See,
pissed.
I think the other way. I just took the episode for what it was and I watched it. And I watched it this morning, and I was like, okay, this is a good episode overall. But I had questions, and it was one. The main ones were finding out she hooked up with somebody in rehab, and number two, they talk about they enjoy taking care of her, and then number three, how they attack each other. But mostly Amanda attacks, and then the others, if they feel like they retaliate. I'll preface it that way.
Okay, so Deborah 17 says Tammy has been chasing a life like Amy since the
True.
beginning. And in her mind, she needs an Amy replacement.
Right.
Oh,
She's
okay.
she's looking. Here's the thing, and you can tell me if I'm wrong on this one. I really feel that yes, Tammy wants a life like Amy's. Let's be real, but I also feel like Tammy wants to be with someone and get married to ensure there's someone to take care of her. Because in my personal opinion, the way this is looking and is laying out,
Mm-mm.
there's no way she's going to do this weight loss thing.
Tammy needs someone to enable her. She needs a replacement for Amy to take care of her.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to
And she
interject
needs
right
an
there.
extra season. She needs an extra season. So this is the way. She was a biatch last season. She's being nice this season. Now she's found love, and she's still not going to lose any weight.
What you just said just struck me. When
Hmm.
you said she needs someone to enable her.
Uh-huh.
Who is the best enabler than someone? There's no better enabler than someone who's going through what you're going through and hasn't
Right.
already been to the other side.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And
Okay.
she went to him and said, "Look, you gonna marry me in this parking lot. I got the date set up. I'm gonna pitch this idea to the producers, and if you do this for me, I'm gonna
Oh,
tell them to give you the weight loss surgery too, and you ain't gonna have to pay for it. By the way, what's your name again? Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get back to you, and I'm gonna let you know how I go. But we gonna be
oh,
in this together."
that enabler. Because this is why I said that they need to treat this food addiction, or whatever we'll call it, the same as
Mhm.
alcohol and drugs. Because this is why they tell you do not hook up with people in rehab because they're liable
Uh-huh.
to enable, which will cause you, it can cause you to relapse.
Yep.
Oh, Debbie, that was a
Yep.
good. That's a that enable comment just really hit me.
And don't forget, she has two addictions. She has the food addiction, but she also has TLC has become an addiction for her because they give her money
Right,
for doing nothing.
right.
So, this is a mess. I cannot believe that I watched Thousand Pound Best Friends, and I was actually happy with that, minus Megan. But like, I didn't like. Yes, you can see production, production's hand in there, but those women are so much more likable, and because I think they are ultimately supportive of each other, I'm that
Hmm.
is more palatable to me.
Right.
But this mess, this is toxic soup. And I want TLC to stop indulging in this bad behavior and start actually trying to help these people, get
Hmm.
them into therapy. And
Yeah.
I know, like, IQ asked me, she's like, well, what if she says no? Well, then don't fucking pay her. Do not continue to show this show.
Stop reward.
I'm
Basically, what
sorry.
you're saying is stop rewarding bad behavior. Uh,
Yes. Yes. How many of us, like, how many times do we have to hear Amanda say she should be dead? Are you trying to speak it into existence, Amanda? Stop it. None of us want to see that. However, TLC and none of your family, Tammy, are doing anything to help you get over your addiction and help
hmm.
you create a better life moving forward. And I know a lot of that depends on you.
Hmm.
But if I was production, I would not be giving you a check unless you went to therapy. Get Dr. Connie over there and have her talk to this rabble rousing crew,
Oh, excuse me. So sorry.
and no worries, and make a start. I need to see some sort of accountability and like working on trying to make a change.
Hmm.
Because what Amy went through wasn't like that was wasted time and money on the surgeon's part because within months she was back to eating crap.
Yeah.
And so where was the therapy to help her? Where was the nutritionist? Did we even see them go to a nutritionist?
No.
Were they even in the right headspace before getting the surgery? I doubt it.
I doubt it.
This is malpractice.
Not the malpractice.
I don't care. No, like, look, when that doctor told her she got to get down to 550
Hmm.
before they do the surgery, like that hit something in me. Like, what are we watching? Sorry. TLC, do better.
Right.
Do better. Do better. Like, I'm going to need to see some progress with this bunch.
Uh, Here's the thing. Profit. Okay. Progress is not profitable for them. Just saying.
But it is with the best friends.
It's different because how can I put it? It's profitable for them for now because I think in the long run they're not dependent on a TLC check. Tammy and Amy are dependent on a TLC check.
Vanessa and Megan are dependent on a check.
Mm, could be.
Megan living in somebody's basement, and I'm gonna need Tina to
Oh,
jump up and say, "You talk
oh,
about getting married? Not in my basement."
oh. We're gonna get there.
Yes.
We're gonna get there.
Okay. All right. So Yanni brings up a good point. I wonder if one of them finally passes away and the family sues TLC.
Mm-mm. You know they got that. They like Oreo took care of that.
Next line. Yes, the next line. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. Okay, I don't have anything more to say about this. I know that my opinions are not popular. Um, I'm just not getting this show. I'm not getting enjoyment. I'm just it makes me concerned. It
Well,
just
yeah,
does.
because what this is a cycle and it's a toxic cycle. So
Hmm.
that's the scary part.
Yeah. Okay, so Deborah says, in real life, when I hear people talk about weight loss surgery, they have to be in the right headset with extensive therapy. Yes, but that's when you're getting it done with insurance. Insurance making you do all jumping through all the hoops because it's an expense to them. But this is
Right.
just TLC coughing it up to the doctor's office. Like Yanni's been saying, it's for profit. You know,
Hmm.
it's scary. Yeah, I said I don't know, Jamal. When TLC is enabling them, they might have a case. Not unless they signed away their rights to sue in their contracts.
Exactly. That's my concern. That's why I'm coming. Sorry. Think that's perfect way
Yeah.
to say it. If they say you can't sue us.
Yeah. It's kind of scary. It's just I don't know. It's just sad. You like I watch reality TV because I want to see the best for most people. Most people.
Hmm.
But this is just I don't know why that 550 thing hit me so hard, but it just brought different things into perspective for me. And I don't think that TLC should be playing around with these people like that. They're almost like lab rats. Sorry.
Hmm.
I don't like it. Not one bit. Not one bit. Because setting people up for failure and letting them continue to attack each other and then pass it down to future generations. I'm not on board with that. You know, they using this people for profit. TLC and the doctor. Um, Yanni also says, "I'm sure no part that says if I buy you fast food, you won't sue me." Oof. Well, I think that there's a loophole because Michael doing the buying while her lazy butt is in the
Yeah.
car talking to him on a cell phone and he still can't get it right. Oh my God. Anywho, this was, what was this? Thousand Pound Sister, season 4, episode 1, The Sweet and Sour Life. I don't have anything more to say about this. I don't think I'm going to be much better for the rest of the season. Um,
Hmm.
I'm a little bit negative, and
Hmm.
it is what it is. I might be the only one. I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
y'all.
for me,
I'm
I'm just going
trying.
into the season. Like I said, I'm going into the season taking into account what's already been published in the blogs and in the articles. So I'm not going to go into this season with a lot of hope. I'm going into this season like you guys are gonna repeat the same behaviors because you're being compensated for said behavior. So I'm not going to expect any change. Tammy's going to be nice for maybe 3 or 4 episodes. She's going to go back to being a total B. Amanda's just going to keep like sniping at everyone, insulting them, and thinking she's better than everyone. So we know this is rinse wash. I'm going into this expecting rinse wash repeat.
Okay, so Ryan has a very good point here.
Mm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's because they are poor and they're easier to be exploited.
Yes.
And hold on,
Great point.
Kentucky ranks almost at the bottom in health and education. That is true. It's right near Alabama. And they broke inside too. Double broke. If they
Hmm.
get better, they also lose their check and their attention.
Right.
Well, oh my God. Sunway says it's going to be all junk food this
Yes.
season.
Hmm.
Wow.
Especially for Amy. And what's gonna happen is Amy's gonna eat junk food all the time because she's pregnant, blaming the baby, and then
Mhm.
Tammy is going to do the same thing and follow
And I'm sure that they've all been on welfare or some sort of public
suit.
assistance for generations. Yep. Mm-hmm. Um, uh, in Kentucky, I think that's a big mining state as well. What other options do they have? You either go in the mines or that's it. Like I feel so bad for them, but I want better for them, and I don't think that that's wrong. I don't know.
They won't do better until they get a real support system, i.e., people outside of themselves. And that's
I
what it
just
is.
think that this is so crooked because you know that old saying, give a man a fish he can eat for one day, but teach a man to fish he can eat for a lifetime.
Hmm.
That's what this production company should be doing.
Right.
But instead, they're just giving him a fish a day.
Right. And
And
just one
uh,
to share amongst everybody.
dangling it, you
Yeah.
know? I malpractice. Malpractice. Anywho, guys, join us at the top of fried fish, Yanni. Oh my Yanni. Okay, on that note of fried fish. A fish a day for more seasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sad. It's just sad. Well, okay, guys, but we're gonna talk about our happier show. Um, 1,000 pound best friends at the top of the hour, and I hope you guys can join us. I promise I won't be as miserable during that show. Well, let me not promise. Anything can
Right.
happen. Um, now that you said that, it really makes me convinced that TLC was looking for the perfect person to exploit. They always are.
Always
They
are.
always are. Every single one of their shows, somebody is damaged. They find the easiest prey to lure on these shows. They do. And we watch. Look at the 90-day cast. All reprobates. All of them. All. Anywho, Jamal, any final thoughts on this mess?
No, we are good to go.
All right, y'all. So join us at the top of the hour, and we'll have a better show to talk about. Until next time, y'all.
Yep.
Bye.